Today, I want to share something that I wish someone had told me when I first started my business. These are the 5 things I did to hit my first million before I turned 30. And I want to be very honest. This wasn't overnight, and it took me time. It took momentum, it took frustration, but it also took clarity and a lot of smart decisions that I had to make. If you are building your first 6 or 7 figures, this will save you months of confusion and years of unnecessarily setbacks. So let's dive into it. The first one was I chose a business with demand. The first thing I did was something most people completely skip. I chose a business with massive demand. I didn't just choose something because I was passionate about or because I liked doing it. Passion is great. Loving what you're doing is great. You know, the saying, job your love your job, perfect. But the most important thing is to create something people want. So I ask myself one question: will people buy this on repeat? Will clients need this over and over and over? And when the answer was yes, I then went all in. I see so many people choosing businesses based only on passion, and then they wonder why they struggle with sales. Here's the thing. You need passion, but you also need demand. Demand is what pays your bills and fuels your growth. The second thing is I learned to master money. I learned which offers bring the highest amount of revenue. I looked at which deals created the biggest profit. I looked at what makes sense and what is a waste of time. Anything that brought small money and took big energy was completely removed. I let go of the cute little offers that felt good, but they didn't really move the needle. I focused only on offers that made real money, and that changed everything. Money gets simple when you stop giving your energy to things that do not deserve your time. This is so important. The third thing that I did is I fired the wrong people and I hired the real ones. This was the hardest because I had to fire a lot of people. I fired co-founders. I removed anyone who was slowing down the business instead of speeding it up. And there were some rotten apples in the company who were holding things back and they were draining momentum. I had to let them go even when it was uncomfortable. And I made the team smaller. I hired fewer people, but better people. I became extremely strict about who gets to be inside my world. Your team will either multiply your success or they will absolutely destroy it. One wrong person can cost you months of growth. One right person can change the trajectory of your entire company. The fourth thing that I did was I accepted that this was going to be a growth season. Not a shortcut season, not an overnight season. I knew and I was prepared to grow. I knew it will take time. So many people are influenced by the internet and by their friends and by these feminine coaches who seem to go viral and make a lot of money super fast. But what people forget is this: you are not them. You don't have their personal brand. You don't have their narrative or their marketing. You don't have their story. You don't have the same audience or the same foundation. You're trying to copy someone else's journey. It's not going to work. It is only going to slow you down. You need to honor your own timeline. I was really frustrated at times, but I also knew that if I stayed consistent, it will happen and it will pay off, and it actually did. Number 5, is I built systems, not cute routines, not random habits, but real systems that are the backbone of every $1 million business. I made sure that my success would be repeated over and over again. I built structures that could scale. I created processes that anyone would follow, and I focused on making it repeatable. This was very important. Hitting my first million was challenging, but once it was there, once the systems were there, it was easier. So all of the systems created freedom, they created consistency, they created sustainability. This is extremely, extremely important. So if you resonated with this, let me know, what step are you going to implement in your life? What will be one thing to get you closer to the 1 million? And if you are looking to join a community of ambitious women just like you, I have a free community. You can find the link below and you can join it now.